Happy Friday. It's Friday Night Live, and I'm getting ready to share with you the produce that's in season for the month of November to help you with your meal planning guides and your shopping guides. So remember, take a picture of it so you can take it with you when you go shopping. And when you make your list, share it with a friend. Share it with a friend. And as my friend says, where I go to the market usually to get my fresh produce and veggies, he says, if it grows, it goes. So we're going to start off with our fruit. First on the list is apples. I am planning to make some applesauce. Next, we have cranberries. I just had some cranberries in my tea. Uh-oh, now it's time for those little clementines. This makes me think of being little, and they used to pass out the little clementines when you used to go to church. They had this little the little brown bag, like the little lunch bag, it had nuts in it, and it would have oranges and apples. They always had some clementines in there. Figs. I just harvested the last of our figs a couple days ago at the community garden, straight off the tree. Grapes, grapefruit. Seems like grapefruit is something that either you love it or you don't. What about this? This is one of the honeydew melon. That's in season now. Some people don't like it. A lot of people like cantaloupe, but they don't do honeydew. Honeydew is the green one. What about some kiwi? I like me some kiwi. Our lemons and our limes. Always good. Lemons and limes. You can put it in your water. You can use those to make a salad dressing. You know, you can always do a lot of stuff with lemons and limes. We're getting in that season of oranges. Got our oranges in season right now. Make some orange juice. I'm actually going to make some juice tomorrow. I have some oranges. I have some carrots. I do have some pineapples. They're still kind of, I have one, so I'm going to use it. And I have some apples as well. Also, we have our pears. I just made a new dish this week. I actually baked some pears. It had on top it had chia seeds, flax seeds. I added those, but it had some maple syrup, some feta cheese, and it was really good. I may have to make some more. Oh, I love these. It is now pomegranate season. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I get some. Let them make sure they're good. And oh, persimmons. I remember eating persimmons when I was young. They were a little bit bitter. Actually saw some nice big ones today when I was doing some community service work at the community garden today. Over in the orchard side, they had some big ones. I actually have pictures of them. I'll probably upload those and share. So those are right now what we have on the fruit side. Now let's get into these veggies. And you need a mixture of both. You know what? When you sit down and you eat at your table, to know if you should be eating the rainbow. When you sit down and you look at your plate, you should have five. You should have five different colors. So remember that. Look at the colors on your plate. Do you have five? A mixture of fruits and veggies? Do you have five? I got five on it. Okay, let me move on. Arugula. I like arugula. Put it in a salad with a few more things that are going to be on this list. Beets. I have some beets as well that I need to juice. Also, we have broccoli. I have some broccoli. I need to steam that broccoli. What about those Brussels sprouts? Brussels. Are those little cabbages? Look, speaking of cabbage is on the list next. I actually have a purple cabbage and a green cabbage. I actually just baked some purple cabbage the other day. Anybody bake cabbages? I remember having cabbages when we were little and I did not like them. Carrots. Yep, I have some carrots. I said I'm going to juice those. Celery. I have some celery growing in my garden. All right, now we about to get into them collard greens. I have collard greens here in my garden at home and my garden at the community, my plot at the community garden. Collard greens here at home. I have already eaten like one, two. I've already harvested like three times. You don't have to wait till they get huge and big. They're young and they're fresh and they're very tender. The more I harvest them, the more they grow back. Also, let's see about some what's next? Cauliflower. Anybody ever take the whole bloom and kind of like a blooming onion and roast it in the oven? I've taken it and I've done it that way, and I make it now. Since I'm plant based, I will make it into like buffalo wings. Put some hot sauce on it and make some buffalo wings out of it. Eggplant. I had lots and lots of eggplants this season. They were really good to me. Let's have a little bit of that fennel. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. Yep. Kale. I have some kale growing in my garden and I've harvested that. Leeks. I've heard just recently people talking about leeks. Um let me fix that. I don't like that. Too big. Parsnip. I don't know too much about parsnip. I need to educate myself. What about some potatoes? I have some potatoes in there that I harvested. They're pretty good now. I can It's about time for me to go ahead and consume them. I still have the dirt on them. You should keep the dirt on your potatoes, your sweet potatoes, until it's time to consume them. Oh yeah, these people, pumpkins. I'm not a fan of pumpkins, but I did roast some yesterday. Spinach. So you can take that and make you a nice salad, some arugula. You could actually do some beets in it, put some broccoli in there, cut up a little bit carrots, some celery. You could even do cabbage in there, cut up some cauliflower, put a little fennel, a little kale, a little leeks, put some pumpkin seeds in there, add you some spinach. And what else do we have? Oh, we got some, a favorite, especially this time of year, sweet potatoes. And I harvested my first batch of sweet potatoes. I can't wait to make some sweet potato pies. Swiss chard. Add this to the salad as well. Swiss chard. What's next? We've got our winter squash. Our winter squash. I actually have a spaghetti squash that I got. Actually, it was a free gift. It was a part of the deal bag that I go to. You get $25 of fruit, and you get a free bag. In my free bag, I was able to choose a winter squash, a spaghetti squash. Also, it's winter squash and also turnips, like turnip greens, winter squash, and turnip greens. You take the greens off, put those, mix those up. You can mix those in there with the collard greens. You can saute it up with some kale as well, and you can have that. And then you can cut up your turnips, and you can add it in there. Or like my mom used to do, she would cook turnips. You can have them separate, or you can put them in there with it. Turnip. Turnip, turnip, and then put greens. And then last, we also have tomatoes. So I'm going to add them at the bottom. Everybody seems to think tomatoes we usually associate them with veggies. Trying to see if I can talk and do it at the same time. So I'm going to put an arrow over here, but if you know, you know, tomatoes are actually fruit, but most people use them as veggies. So let's see. Make a nice fruit and veggie salad. Let's see. Already said on this side, the veggies. We can use arugula. If you like beets, you can put some fresh broccoli on there. Shred some cabbage. You can put carrots, put some celery, put a little cauliflower on there, some fennel, a little kale. You can add the leeks if you want. I said pumpkin seeds, spinach, some Swiss chard, tomatoes. You can also add some apples. You can put some cranberries on there. You could even put some little clementines, or you want to put some oranges. You could put grapes on there if you want some honeydew, kiwi. Put some pears on there. You could sprinkle some pomegranate seeds, and then you can make yourself a nice dressing where you could use some lemon juice, some lime juice, and you could actually use some of the juice from the figs as well. You can even you can squeeze some. You can have some apple juice in there. And I think, yeah, you can do that with some vinegar, oil and vinegar. I don't know if I say kiwi, but you can put the kiwi on there too. Produce that's in season for November. And then I also see, I see some, what I just said, all that could be a raw salad, but I also see things that you can juice. I see things that I can juice. I juice apples. I can juice some figs. You can juice the grapes, the grapefruit, the honeydew, the lemons, the limes, the oranges, the pears. You can plums as well, pomegranate. I would juice also my beets, broccoli, my carrots, my celery, my kale. I've done sweet potatoes as well. Swiss chard. You can even put some greens in there. But this is your produce that's in season for November. Go ahead. Take a picture. Take a picture. And remember, no matter where you purchase your produce, or if you preferably harvest it yourself out of your own garden, if you get it from the farmer's market, please, please wash all produce before you consume it. Wash all produce before you consume it.